And now he goes deep to left. And Ruiz has put Philly back on top.
Having lost one at home, the Rays have to win one in Philly if they're to bring this series back to Tampa. Perhaps their best shot, Game 3, with the ALCS MVP matching up against a 45-year-old lefty who has lost both postseason starts this postseason. And here we go, a rainy night in Philadelphia, a 91-minute rain delay. This game, the latest starting World Series game in history. Matt Garza, of course, that ALCS MVP I spoke of, won Game 7 against the Boston Red Sox. And a little wild after the rain delay, wild pitch allows runners to move up to second and third. Then Chase Utley, the grounder to Carlos Pena at first. Jimmy Rollins able to score, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead. Jamie Moyer beaten up in his first two starts this postseason, 0-2. He's the second oldest starter in World Series history. And top two, Carl Crawford swipes third base. Then Gabe Gross to right center field, and Shane Victorino going to track it down, but Crawford able to tag and score easily. We're tied up at 1. Gross, actually a surprise starter. Joe Madden thought he'd put some good swings on Jamie Moyer, and sac fly pays off. Bottom 2, Carlos Ruiz, 4 home runs all season. Over the wall, touch 'em all. His first in October. Phillies grab a 2-1 lead. To the 6th, Chase Utley. Now the Phillies, they haven't been able to hit runners in scoring position, but it doesn't matter much when you can do this. Long ball for Utley, his third of the postseason, 9th RBI, second home run in the World Series, and it's 3-1. Very next batter, Ryan Howard, still looking for his first home run of October, and finally the big man unloads. 4-1 Philly on top, falling back-to-back home runs from Utley and Howard. Garza last 6 innings gives up 4 runs. 7th inning we go. Crawford, the bunt. Jamie Moyer, pretty play with the glove. Howard, the barehand play, but called safe. Tom Hallion, the first base umpire, said after the game probably was out, or he was out when he saw the replay, but called him safe here. So Gross to first base after Gianna Navarro doubled. Crawford over to third base. Crawford able to score on the Gross ground out, and it's 4-2. Nice snag there by Ryan Howard as it came back on him, nearly handcuffed him. And the Rays within 2. That's all for Jamie Moyer. 6 1/3. Gave up just 5 hits and a nice ovation from the Philly faithful. Chad Durbin comes on. Jason Bartlett, the grounder to short. That gets the second out of the inning, but Navarro able to score, and the Rays within a run. To the 8th, Ryan Madsen, the Phil's setup man. He's been awesome this October. B.J. Upton, he's been plenty good himself. Weak swing chopper, Jimmy Rollins, double clutch, and Upton, good speed, able to beat it out, and then showing that speed off again. Able to steal second base as Carlos Ruiz can't get it out of his glove. Then takes off at third base, and the ball bounces away from Pedro Feliz. Upton scores on the error from Ruiz, and we're tied up at 4 runs apiece. Upton making it happen all on his own. Bottom 8, J.P. Howell with a man at first base. Jason Worth able to swipe second base as Chase Utley, like he's really going to bunt. But Utley goes down swinging here. Phillies 1 for 32 with runners in scoring position at this point. And then, you can't do that. Worth picked off at second base by J.P. Howell. Jason Bartlett making the tag, and not even close. Ryan Howard, same at bat. Big hook. Gets his man. And the Phils unable to score, so we're still tied. Bottom 9, Eric Bruntlett at the plate. A light-hitting guy, although he did have a home run in Game 2, and takes one in the leg. So Bruntlett, hit by the pitch, reaches first. Then Grant Balfour comes on. Wild pitch. And look at Bruntlett, able to steal second. Navarro throws it away. Bruntlett suddenly at third with nobody out. Shane Victorino still at the plate. Is Joe Madden going to consult with Grant Balfour? Intentionally walked Victorino. Then you got Ben Zobrist, the right fielder, putting on an infielder's glove. So 5 Rays in the infield. They'll intentionally walk pinch hitter Greg Dobbs. So Carlos Ruiz at the plate, bases loaded, nobody out, a tie game. What you dream of as a kid. Ruiz hits it about 50 feet. But Evan Longoria can't make the play. Not sure there was really a play to be made. And at 1:47 a.m. Eastern, the Phillies walk off 5-4. The bearded Bruntlett scoring the game-winning run as the Phils grab a 2-1 series lead. For much more, we go down to Citizens Bank Park.
The latest starting time in World Series history was followed by one of the most unusual games in World Series history. I mean, when was the last time you've seen a 5-player infield followed by a game-winning RBI that traveled all to 40 feet? Well, the Phillies are happy both of those happened.
I think the home crowd, I think it definitely plays a big part to us. I think it has a lot to do with us. I think it has a lot to do with the way we played all year long. And to be able to come back, we got some breaks there at the end, and we capitalized on them. Might have took a little squib roller down the third baseline, but at the same time, it's better to be lucky sometime than good.
You know what? No, I said before, I thought they were going to blitz. They were running a blitz or something, but, I've seen it before. I think we played them in Interleague in 06, and they actually took the third baseman and ran him out to left field when I was hitting one time. So, it doesn't surprise me, and, I think it's one of those tactics that you try to use to maybe either get in the guy's head and just, try and do what you got to do to make the play.
It was definitely a weird game. But I think, we win 4 games a series. That'll be the most exciting game.
In my opinion, Carlos Ruiz has had some of the best at-bats in the postseason. Poetic justice for a catcher who batted in the low 200s during the regular season to have a big night tonight. A key home run and a game-winning RBI. From Citizens Bank Park for MLB.com, I'm Billy Sample.
A pivotal Game 4 as the Phillies will try to grab a 3-1 lead. Joe Blanton goes for the Phillies. Andy Sonnenstein for Tampa Bay. Both of these guys have been the Game 4 starters for their respective teams throughout the playoffs, and both teams have been unbeaten with those guys on the hill. Something's going to have to give on Sunday night, 8:29 Eastern, first pitch.